Of course, you could say Incheon had it easy compared to Heathrow. A cutting-edge design built from scratch, without the irritation of 67 million passengers a year to work round. Still, 7 years after opening, it now has 30 million passengers a year of its own and has been the recipient of award after award. No mean feat, and it's also no accident. The drive for the perfection in the service offered by Incheon comes from the very top, and a CEO with an attention to detail and an approach learnt in the commercial world now transferred to the airport sector.
I see myself as a passenger or security guard and see each location, see how different, how easy. I never overlook any corridor colors and decoration, even pictures put in there, people's uniform working through and smiling type of things. You know, how I would line up over there in the counter area. Every element, I try to understand and experience myself. Very clean and then very unique and then, very friendly and then very open, and then that is our concept, go with it.
Every aspect of the airport's function is benchmarked and continually monitored. For while awards have come Incheon's way, it still feels it has a way to go.
In terms of service-wise, I think Singapore Airport is still leading the table in my view. So we learn from service over there. The Hong Kong Airport, in terms of cargo business, they're probably better than us, so we learn over there. Heathrow Airport, commercial side and duty-free sale, #1 in the world.
Airport officials from around the world are continually visiting each other to keep up to date with their rivals' innovations. But while it used to be Incheon borrowing hungrily from the likes of Singapore's revered Changi Airport, now it's just as often the other way round. Incheon is just a young upstart as airports go, but it's already enviously studied for design ideas. And I'm not just talking about simple things like having some seats. They've got 12,000 here. But if you're going to get to and cling to that #1 in the world spot, you need constant innovation. And that can only be good news for you and me. The day I visited, the CEO was proudly unveiling the first stage of an ambitious biometric security process being rolled out here, part of the aim to eliminate queues from every aspect of the airport experience, so people can actually enjoy it. Sounds like madness. Beginning with aircrew, eventually all Koreans will be able to complete their immigration procedures with a fingerprint scan, taking a matter of seconds. Meanwhile, over in the transit section of the airport, Incheon's desire to challenge Schiphol and Frankfurt for the mantle of best hub is plain to see. A model of serenity and efficiency with stretched seats and a transit hotel and restaurant to rival many business lounges. It all looks fantastic, but here lies Incheon's problem. Because while Heathrow arguably has too many passengers, on the transit side at least, Incheon, for all its grand designs, has too few. Just a small percentage of those using the airport. With its strategic location between China and Japan, the hope is this will change, but for now you can enjoy having the place to yourself. Having overcapacity is a luxury some airports would dream of. Still, Mr. Lee feels certain big airports are complacent about the levels of service they provide, perhaps knowing travellers have no choice but to pass through them, unlike Incheon, which has to actively attract them.
I do have Paris Airport at the same time, and I don't feel any service over there. But wandering over there, sitting like this, and then every hour, every minute, and people just come and go continuously, which I don't have in here, so that I have to create new things, and then much more environmental services or emotional things. People do come at my remembering, but probably Heathrow and then Paris may not need it because they already become very important city for themselves.
The message from Korea, though, is that as travellers are more frequently exposed to better airport experiences, so expectations grow. So when Narita Airport in Tokyo recently fitted out its new lounges, like JAL's for instance, airports and for that matter airlines that don't keep pace will start to look shabby in comparison, and so the whole industry pulls itself up towards improvement. Perhaps some airports will always be essential for business, but as we'll hear later, if fast-track viewers have an alternative to a bad airport, they'll use it.